morning. Right, we're here at a rather windy Sumburgh, up in the Northern Islands, and we're going to fly a Coastguard mission this morning. So let's just duck down behind this hangar, which I'd like to say is out the wind. And here we are. Her Majesty's Coastguard. This is a fictional livery from Damo again. Not looking too bad, is it? I think. Let's get going. So we've got our ACARS client down here. So we're just going to go ahead and find out where we're going to go.
Scramble. This is not a drill. Settle address. Scramble.
Mayday relay. This is Her Majesty's Coastguard. Vessel in distress. 24 souls on board. Taken on order. Life rafts being deployed. Any mariners in the area, please lend assistance. This is Her Majesty's Coastguard.
Oh, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, let's do it, why not? Let's fly on that sim this morning. Didn't like that. There we go. Okay, it's actually somewhere near Fair Isle that we're going this morning.
Flight heading 218 degrees 413 minutes.
Turn off some of those bits and pieces. Right, let's yeah, thank you very much. Let's get out the wind. Just pop that screen away for a minute. Let's go through startup. So, battery master on, prime 1, prime 2, anti-collision on.
Fire. Engine 1 fire.
There we go. That's going to sound a little bit nicer now.
Fire. Engine 2, fire.
Okay, that's all good.
Audio check.
Yeah, all sounds good to me. Sumburgh isn't looking like the absolute best weather in the world at the moment. What have we got? A 27 knot wind coming from 260. Whoa! It's gonna sting, isn't it? Engine 2 up and running, BMS over there, Navad on here. Still quite liking the new engine startup sounds there. Sounding particularly good. Good job to all the guys over at HPG. Doing a absolutely sterling job. Okay, let's acknowledge those. So, battery on, we're going to pre-flight, standby on, avionics 1 on, avionics 2 on. We are going to arm the emergency floats because we're going to be flying over water today. LVAC's on, I don't think we need any aircon on right now, quite a nice temperature. Pitot 1, Pitot 2. Prime off, engine transfer on, strobe on, position light, anti-collision's already on, emergency lights arms, and it's daytime so we don't really need anything else there. Let's just check the hydraulic system. Okay. Okay, and engage all of that good stuff. And then I think we'll look to get going, I think. Free flight. You notice we've not set a flight plan yet. We'll do that once we're en route. We've got a little way to run. Let's come up to flight speed. And here at Sumburgh we are going to go for... Let's just flick into a little nav map really quickly. So you can see where we are just down there. We're going to go for runway 27, I think. Let's change our squawk, 0023. And it's not really a guard frequency, but 122.8, which is Unicom for flying on VATSIM. There isn't really anyone at all. I think that's our nearest other plane, which is an altitude of 3,500 feet, so that's not really going to affect us too much. Let's jump back into the sim, and I think if we stick weather on that one, okie dokie. Let's head over to runway 27. Ooh, gently does it. Tell you what, let's try that again, eh? Nice and easy up. There we go. Really, as you can feel it fighting the wind. This, my friends, is not going to be a pleasant flight. Not quite sure off the top of my head what the maximum operating how fast has the wind got to be before you can't play in H145? I don't know the answer to that. What I do know is we're going to try and take off in in this close enough to the runway. Right, let's try and get a little bit of speed here. Ah, shush. And I think if we get a nice altitude of around 2,000 feet, and I think our heading is 218 degrees, about right. There we go. Simples. Let's have a look, see where we're heading. One of the things on little nav map, if we just flick across to there a second, you can see a little ship just down at, well, I've popped in the middle of the screen. That is the one we're heading for, the AI San Aurora, which is a 248 foot long vessel, and that's sitting nice and still just there, not going anywhere much at all, which is good. I'm just watching my speed on the other screen, getting a little bit too quick there. So let's just do a very quick 29 nautical miles on our current heading. That's alright. What are we? 117.35. 117.35. Let's get that plumbed in there. And now we're en route. I think we'll just stick in a very basic flight plan. Echo Golf Papa Bravo. Echo Golf Papa Bravo, then that just keeps us nice and ready. So probably our closest hospital is likely to be the Gilbert Bain Hospital. I don't think we've got any others really in the area. The next one's quite far down south, sort of 208 nautical miles away, which is Nine Wells Hospital. So yeah, I think we can probably plan that we're going to go to the Gilbert Bain if we are going to transport. We can add that as an en route waypoint. Let's have a quick look and see what's going on up here. So just up ahead we can see Fire Isle. Well, I'm assuming that's what that bit of land is. I don't think there's any others to affect really. So if we have a problem we can go to Echo Golf Echo Foxtrot, which is the Fire Isle. It's a very small one, it's a little dirt runway. Let's pick some speed back up again here. we were going a little bit too quick earlier. Right, Gilbert Bain. Obviously we can be going much faster than that. Obviously you can import lots of different things into GTN 750. I'm not going to do that right now. Gilbert Bain is 600903, and then Westings we have got 0010939, and we'll just create this as a temporary one for now, and we'll chuck that into our flight plan. When it's ready, there we go. Hospital. Let's have a look at our nearest and dearest, which it doesn't seem to want to play right now. So, oh well. Oh no, there we go. So we can see Sumburgh still our nearest. And then we got Echo Golf, Echo Foxtrot, which is kind of the way we're heading at the moment. We'll take this moment to bring up the ACARS client, so we can see here. Where are we going to? What 3 words? Ascribing misreads empire, which is yes, it is what it is. Jump back into the sim. Right, so that is definitely Far Isle. I know literally nothing about Far Isle. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Because the internet's a wonderful thing. Fair Isle is 3 miles long, 1.5 miles wide. 60 people live there, and it's owned by the National Trust for Scotland and has been since 1954. There you go. Does seem a little bit. There you go. There's interestingly, private aircraft can use the Fair Isle airstrip, but care and experience is required due to the vagaries of the weather. So yeah, there you go. Google is a wonderful thing. There we go. We've got battling quite a strong wind at the moment. Well, probably should have put some more fuel in before we started. A little bit late to be doing that now. 1 hour, 11 minutes to go, which, yeah, hopefully we'll have sorted stuff by then. It is Fair Isle. It is, well, I would say it's not a very big place, is it? Do keep forgetting we can bring the little nav map up on the tablet in the H145 now, which is it's quite nice to be able to do that. It's quite a nice little interface there. So as we mentioned in the stream, this is version 3.5.5 of the ACARS client. Take a quick look in there. See what information we've got here. So we've got the initial METAR from Sumburgh. So it's got its closest place was Sandwich and the Shetland Islands. We opted to file on VATSIM today. See, there's not an awful lot going on in VATSIM land. If we jump across here, so here we can see all of the VATSIM activity for the UK there, and there we are. That's me. We're currently within the Scottish FIR. Not sure where we're... Oh, EGPB, there we go. There's our route, and very nice. So I've got that spy set up so it highlights any helimed call signs. This here's not a... Oh, that's quite interesting. There must be an event on down in Dakar at the moment. Always interesting, always easy to spot the events. You get them all grouped together. There we go. Good morning, Amarilyn. How are you? I'm not sure how much of a stream you've managed to see so far, but we're doing a Coastguard operation into the absolute middle of nowhere at the moment. We've just gone past. Oh, there it is, just disappearing out the back door. Is Fair Isle. Well, you missed my very exciting facts about Fair Isle. Hang on, let me just bring up a little nav map for a second. Here we go. So you can see on the screen we've taken off from Sumburgh, and here we go. We've just gone past Fair Isle here, which is a tiny little place. Apparently only 60 people live there. And I think that might be our ship over there. So the danger is, I turned off the navigation prompts, and the absolute danger of that is that I get very distracted and not pay attention to where I'm meant to be going. 3 nautical miles, 271 degrees, so let's just change our heading slightly. 271 degrees. We'll drop it down to 1,000 feet. Now, so the Fair Isle government website, it's a National Trust place. It says it's a tiny little dirt strip and you need to be very, very experienced in order to land there. But anyone can. It's yeah, it was quite tempting to just stop off and have a look-see. Just need to keep an eye on my fuel. Got an hour and 17-ish. As someone forgot to refuel before departing. I blame my co-pilot, but she's mysteriously disappeared. Yeah, I mean, if the weather is anything quite like what we're experiencing today, I think it was 30 knots we took off in, which was interesting. You know, I think this hover's going to be quite interesting as well, because it is a very strong wind we're going into at the moment. Here we go. So we're quite high up at the moment. Ooh, it's just fired off another flare. I have seen 68 Pony GT has just released, or well, he tells me he's just about to release a new version of a flare. Which does a nice little arc. Oh, meant to ask him if it's affected by wind, as the smoke is. Here we go. Our ground speed is dropped right down to 10 knots, but our true airspeed is more like 30 knots, so still quite a strong wind. Right, let's get this side door open in a second. That's, I wonder if they'd have a different response now. Who knows? I'm really not listening to this this winch operator in any way, shape or form. Let's get this side door open before he has a strop like the RNLI. There we go, side door is open. There he is. Oh, that's
Stop winch. Go steady. And winching down.
I mean, I'm hoping I'm in roughly the right kind of place. We've got quite a nice swell. Would not want to be the winch operator or a winchman even hanging off the end of this. I think would be swinging around a lot more than flight sim would let us do. There's a little fishing boat. There's a little man down there.
20, 16, 12, 8, 5, 1. On the deck, disconnecting, standby. Winch disconnected.
It is interesting, some of the actually just exploring some of these boats. You see what an amazing kind of job that the Henrik Nielsen and the rest of the team, yes, winchmen are nutters, they're also paramedics, which yeah, that kind of sums up paramedic. And before I get told off for paramedic bashing, I'm a paramedic, so I can bash them as much as I want. At least we're not going after firemen, eh? Not actually. So we're going to be. Oh wow! Look at that. There's a little seagull. Two of them, in fact. there are 3 seagulls there. Yeah, well, see, being a paramedic and working with other paramedics, we're all a bunch of nut jobs. Whoa. A little bit suspicious as to why an Argentinian fishing vessel is this far along. What would be nice to do is, look at that flare. It would be quite nice to get these moving one day and have these updates coming in this year as you're flying along. Where have we gone? Oh, there we are. I think we're going to be getting ready to launch up in a minute. I'm not sure they do that anymore. I mean, I struggle to get in the control room, so maybe I need to turn up with sweets. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I think that is Fair Isle over there on the horizon. Right, we'll be winching in. Radio comms traffic. Radio comms traffic. Radio traffic. We have got a patient. Let's start. Winching in. I think this is probably the most luxurious Coastguard helicopter I've ever seen.
Close.
our door
Ready for
closed.
full flight.
There we go.
Right, we need to fly a patient to Gilbert Bay. Flight heading 30 degrees, 488 minutes. Right, now fly heading 30 degrees, 490 minutes.
Interesting. I'm going to the Gilbert Bay. Yeah, pandemic and yeah, emergency services in Northern Ireland tend to get a little bit twitchy whenever you throw anything at them, and understandably so. Okay, let's get a little bit
Right, now
of
fly heading 30
forward
degrees,
momentum.
449 minutes.
There we go. And I think get a little bit of altitude here, and we want to be going 30, so let's keep turning around to the right.
Flight heading 31 degrees, 424 minutes.
I mean, I'm surprised Gilbert Bay is there. Oh, that is kind of what I'd put in anyway. Absolute genius. Well on the ball here. Let's just check we've got the right bit in our
Flight
flight
heading
plan.
31 degrees, 430 minutes.
There we go, 47.1 nautical miles to run until we get to the Gilbert Bay. At the moment it's just looking at the weather, ground distance for picking the nearest hospital. I suppose adding weather in would be an interesting
Right,
another
now
interesting
fly heading
angle.
31 degrees, 436 minutes.
I suppose you give the pilot a choice of a couple of hospitals to fly to and go kind of pick the one that's best gonna work for you, I suppose. I mean, the weather here is, other than being ridiculously windy,
Right, now fly heading 29 degrees,
looking quite nice.
26 minutes.
So 26 minutes, we've got 46 minutes worth of fuel. I reckon that's doable. I mean, we've got a 30 knot tailwind.
Flight heading 27 degrees, 421 minutes.
One of the strange things I find with this GTN 750 is how it decides to pick up the track. It doesn't try to intercept the track
Right, now fly heading
at a reasonable angle.
26 degrees, 420 minutes.
let's do that for now. Yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to think how to...
Right, now fly heading to 4 degrees, 418 minutes.
Just trying to think how you'd pull the wind into the axis, kind of en route wind that you're wanting to look at, really, isn't it? That said, I've just installed the mod for offshore oil rigs from Flight Sim.2, so
Heading to 4 degrees, 417 minutes.
I'm kind of looking forward to having a fly out to some of them. Oh, I was going to say I can't even see the Fair Isles landing strip, but that looks pretty much like a landing strip there. That is properly exposed there, isn't it?
Heading to 3 degrees, 416 minutes.
That's it. That 30-degree tailwind is now turning into a 30-degree side wind. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, and certainly as far as SimConnect's concerned, there's not really.
3 degrees, 416 minutes.
There's not really any facility to pull the weather out. Hang on, let me just get it. So in the ACARS app, this the METAR that's pulled is the METAR from the VATSIM servers, not from FS. I mean, more times than not they...
3 degrees, 415 minutes.
More often than not they match up. Every now and then you get a proper random one. But certainly today's one is painfully accurate.
Right, now fly heading to 3 degrees, 415 minutes.
There we are on a heading of 2-3 degrees. Let's make sure we've got that turned on. You on to nav 1, and we shall stick you as FMS to hospital, which is 32 nautical miles away.
3 degrees, 414 minutes.
We're making quite good time with a hello, a ground speed of 162 knots. Yeah, I'm just thinking if you can leverage, utilise. Let's go with utilise. Just thinking if you can utilise something from.
2 degrees, 413 minutes.
See if you can utilise something like Navigraph, which does have en route winds, and seeing how they calculate en route winds. Definitely food for thought. It's it won't be out by the next dev update. let's go with that. I think that's going to be a fairly safe bet that that's not going to be the case.
2 degrees 4 on 2 minutes. Flight heading 2 degrees 4 on 2 minutes.
Alright, so this is Sumburgh coming up in a second. I'll say in a second. It's going to be quite a long second.
Flight heading 2 degrees 4 on 1 minutes.
I am flying heading to 2 degrees. Yeah, I think I just need to figure out what. I'm sure it's like NOAA or something like that 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 they use for getting winds aloft. 38 minutes if you remain.
Heading 2 degrees 4 on 0 minutes.
We are on it.
Now fly heading 2 degrees 4 9 minutes.
Just having a look at E6BX.
Flight heading 2 degrees 4 9 minutes.
Sorry, you've got me completely distracted looking at how to calculate light wind.
Flight heading 0 degrees 4 8 minutes.
Should probably add that I'm using yeah, that's quite right. That's part of the reason of coming online, is to get useful feedback like that and get completely distracted. And as poor Duke 748 knows all too well.
Right, now fly heading 2 0 degrees 4 7 minutes.
I'm very easily distracted by shiny things. Yes, I'm using Firebird's H145 plugin for the Stream Deck XL, which is quite nice, really. Works well. Had a bit of a blip yesterday that needed to be turned off and turned back on again. That seemed to have fixed it. I mean, Amarillo, so far I've managed to find this page here, which is just some very pretty little arrows and stuff from E6BX, but other than that, I'll have to go and have a dig into Sumburgh. Which is made by Navigraph now, and Navigraph do... Oh, sorry, it's not made by Navigraph, it's owned by Navigraph. But Navigraph do a developer program, actually. I'm just gonna sing to myself for a minute.
7 degrees, 4, 5 minutes.
I believe they do, yes. Let's just drop our altitude down to 2,000 feet. Yeah, Navigraph get the charts from Jepson and all of the nav data, but then this helicopter seems to be going down alarmingly quickly. I think let's just take over from the autopilot for a minute, because that's gone down far too quickly.
5 heading, 13 degrees, 4 minutes.
Let's do that. There we go, we can see the Gilbert Bane on there, on our screens now.
Right, now fly heading 12 degrees, 4, 3 minutes.
Oh, this wind's horrible. It's going to be fun trying to land at Gilbert and Bane. And then I think we're going to need to pop to the local BP garage, because they do aviation fuel, right? That's not what we're after.
Right, now fly heading 8 degrees, 4, 2 minutes.
There we go. Let's adjust that slightly. Interesting. It's bad enough at work with people trying to fill diesels with petrol. Put a bit of 4-star in. Alright, Gilman Bain coming in fast, so 2
degrees for 1 minute.
Let's, oh, blimey. That's an expensive mistake to make. Right, so we're coming into land.
Flight heading 346 degrees for 2 minutes.
I'm not going to pretend that this is going to be a smooth landing. There's the helipad just there. Definitely won't get away with a cheat landing by not landing into wind. This is definitely going to be a landing into wind jobby.
Flight heading 328 degrees for 2 minutes.
That's kind of where we're going. Look at them waves. And then once we've landed and offloaded, we will be stopping the mission there.
88 degrees for 1 minute.
Here we go. That's the hospital, just going out of view now. We'll slow this down, keeping an eye on our ground speed. A little bit twitchy. Try and actually get it on the helipad, which would be a first.
Maximum speed.
As I say, if you want to learn to fly helicopters in sim, Rotor Sim Pilot is your man. If you want to learn how to crash helicopters in sim, I'm your man. Here we go. Nice and easy. This is where trying to fly a helicopter with aircraft controls is not a good idea. Oh, that might be a little bit. Oh, there we go.
Team standing by. If you can open doors, we can give evasion off and hand it over.
That'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let's get some. Doors open. And we shall. Oh yeah. See what doors actually open there. Hopefully all of them. Let's stop squawking. So that was a flight on VATSIM. There was no ATC, unsurprisingly, at this time in the morning in the UK. What are we at? 10 past 10. I'd love to see a helicopter getting parking ticket. I have seen on some of the HEMS charities like Twitter feeds that if they have landed in a car park, they've very tongue-in-cheek got them purchased a parking ticket and stuck it on the helicopter. Which I find quite amusing. There we go. Alright, that should have spun down enough. Let's pop the road to parking brake on, which makes a slightly more elegant noise than it used to. I'm not sure my grass has turned into spiky grass, but there we go. That pretty much ends the stream for this morning. Hopefully it's not been too unbearable. And we yes. If you want to get somewhere, fly with the RAF. If you want to get back again, fly with the Navy. That's that's a good way of looking at it. But yeah, hopefully the stream has been alright for you today, and we'll catch up with you next time when it's hopefully not quite as windy as it has been. Alright, I hope you have a good morning, and catch you all later.